Hello, I'm Claire from Beautiful Beginnings Yoga, and here's a short practice for releasing tension through the shoulders and the neck. So it's suitable for pregnancy. Make sure that if you've got any pelvic pain that you sit kneeling on a bolster or even sitting on a chair in a position where the pelvis feels really stable. Or alternatively, just sitting comfortably on the floor, perhaps on a cushion. Okay, so just sitting however you like, feeling really supported by the ground. Just taking a couple of breaths now, allowing your mind and body to settle into this moment. Feel stability through your hips and pelvis. Soften through your ankles, feet, knees and thighs. And as you feel completely supported through the hips, try to lengthen now through the lower back. Feel all of the space for your breath to move down to, lengthening through the middle of the back. And then we'll take the shoulders round a few times, just starting to bring some space and movement. That's good. And then we'll relax the hands either onto your baby if you're pregnant, or just relaxing them down into your lap, lengthening upwards through the spine, long through the back of the neck. And then just gently closing your eyes. And let's take the awareness now onto our breathing. Notice the space that the inhale creates. Invite the inhale to move down through the chest and the ribs, down deep into your belly. Become aware of all of this deep space for the breath to move into. And then let's follow the exhale all the way out. Feel the smoothness and the softness of your exhale. The inhale finds its own space, and the exhale is our opportunity to soften and to let go. We can begin to dissolve tension in the body simply by working with our breath. So let the inhale find its own space, and use your exhale now as an invitation to soften. Let's begin by softening through the eyelids, the eyebrows, and softening through the jaw with that smooth, long exhale. So often the tension creeps up through the shoulders and the neck, across the top of the head, here into the jaw, and we find we're holding our teeth and our jaw in a lot of tension. Then this can lead to migraines and headaches. So we can start to unwind this process with simply being aware of how we're holding through the jaw. And if we notice that habitually we're holding tension here, we can breathe deeply and then start to soften through the jaw with every exhale. Okay. So we're going to let our breath move the body. With the inhale, just gently looking upwards, lifting through the chin, opening up through the throat. And with the exhale, bringing the chin down towards the chest, feel a sense of lengthening through the back of your neck. Can you soften the jaw as you bring your head down? Not taking the head too far back, just looking up, opening through the throat, and then letting go with the exhale. And as the head comes up this time, On your exhale, let's take the ear down to one shoulder and then feel the sense of letting go through the side of the neck. Let the breath guide the movement. Let yourself consciously soften into the jaw with every breath. And now we'll take a half circle from one shoulder, exhaling round to the other side. And then we'll come all the way up again. So let's take the shoulders round now. Try to keep this sense of length through the spine, and we'll just wind the shoulders up, back and round. That's good. And then we'll make that a little bit wider with the elbows leading. Exhaling. Soft through the wrists. Looking up and exhaling down, looking down. So we're starting to work through the upper back now. Like a beautiful flower unfolding to the sunlight. Exhaling wide, lovely. And then we'll lift the elbows, looking all the way up. And with the exhale, let's take the hands all the way down, either onto the bolster or the floor behind you. And rotate the shoulders outwards as though you're trying to bring the elbows together at the back. Looking up. So we're nice and long through the lower back. We haven't got a big back bend here, so we're keeping things really stable if you're pregnant. Lifting up through the chest, taking the head up. Taking the breath nice and high in the chest, bringing some movement here into the shoulder blades and the middle of the chest. And then taking another breath all the way upwards, taking hold of one wrist with the other, lengthening upwards. Feel the space you're creating through the side of the body. And we'll take that over to the other side, lengthening upwards and out of the shoulder, lengthening through the side of the body. Lovely. And then we'll take the elbows back, and this time we'll bring the little fingers, wrists and elbows together. Keep them together all the way up with the inhale, widening as far back as you can with the exhale. And you can feel the body folds forward slightly and opens up with that exhale. Enjoy that feeling of space through the shoulder blades as you bring the elbows together. Exhaling nice and wide, lovely, brilliant. And then we'll just bring the hands forward and gently shaking into the wrists, elbows, and then all the way up into the shoulders. Lovely way of releasing tension through the arms and the shoulders. Brilliant. So let's relax the hands now. Slowly inhaling, exhaling. Excellent. And then we'll bring the hands on to the heart center. And once again, just close your eyes, dropping that awareness down slightly into the heart center. Feel the expansion of the breath into the heart and then deep down towards your baby or deep down into your belly. Softening with your exhale. And when you're ready to take a nice inhale, let's take the arms really wide, draw the elbows wide behind you, looking up. the exhale, curling round, cross the elbows, bringing the head down, give yourself a beautiful hug. The inhale, lovely and wide, taking the arms wide behind you. Exhaling and just crossing our arms in the alternate directions. Opening up, widening. And on the exhale, curling round, opening up into the shoulder blades. And this time we'll cross the arms right over left at the elbows, bringing the backs of the hands together. And you can stay here, or if you like to bring the palms together into the eagle posture. And then with the inhale, we can raise the arms up. And on the exhale, bringing the elbows down, really gently, just working more deeply into the shoulders. Lovely. And then we'll bring the hands down, the elbows up, and opening up lovely and tall, looking upwards. And exhaling round, and we'll take that soft breath another couple of times, leading up with the elbows, looking up, lengthen through the spine, and then gently back round. And we'll take that once more. And we'll exhale all the way round to the heart center. Once again, closing our eyes. Feeling that awareness more deeply inside the body, expanding into the heart center and low down into the belly. Softening with our exhale. Realizing that there's actually many more spaces within the body we can bring our awareness into. We can move away from the busyness and the thoughts of the mind. And we can drop the awareness down into the heart center. So lengthen the spine, we'll widen through the elbows, looking up. And then we'll take the arms across, left over right this time, bringing the backs of the hands together into the eagle posture, and then perhaps the palms. And on the inhale, we'll raise the shoulders upwards. And on the exhale, bringing them down. Just feel that space you're creating through the backs of the shoulders. Let the breath move the body. Lovely. And then we'll lower the wrists and unfolding one more time, lovely and long. Exhaling nice and wide. And we'll bring the hands again behind us, either onto the bolster or towards the heels. Squeeze the elbows together, lifting up through the head, not throwing the head back too far. Keep the weight of the head forwards, looking up, raising through the chest, long through the lower back. Keep the breath moving. And then we'll bring the hands back down onto our lap or onto our babies. And then with the inhale, let's take the belly, the chest and the head forward, slide the shoulder blades round and together. And with the exhale, we're going to curve round, bringing the shoulders forwards. We're not doing any breathing with the belly. We're not drawing the abdominals back or anything like that. We're just curling round. Inhaling, opening up. And then exhaling, curling round the middle back, curling round our babies if we're pregnant. Feel that movement through the whole of the spine. Lovely. And then we'll lengthen up and we'll bring the left hand down to the ground. inhaling upwards through the right. And on the exhale, lengthening over towards the left side. We're not wanting to fall down so much as rather lengthening upwards through the side of the body and then moving over into that space. Keep the breath moving. And we'll take that to the other side. In your own time, feel that length, making space through the body. And then with the exhale, lengthening. So we're not crushing down like this. We're wanting lots of space for our baby. If we're pregnant, lots of space through the spine. Lengthening upwards and then lengthening across. Lovely. And we'll take that another time onto each side. It's nice to think about the postures as making space in the body. Lengthening through the muscles, bringing space, releasing tension. And we'll take that up and then over to your other side. Remembering that softening through the jaw with every exhale. Lovely, and then we'll come all the way up and round. And let's take the shoulders round a couple more times. Are you noticing any more warmth or feelings of freedom into the shoulders now? Bringing the fingertips to the shoulders, nice wide circles. Lovely. And then let's bring the hands now to the heart center. Just once again connecting with that feeling of centered, of peace, loving space within the body. Find your inhale coming all the way up. And then lengthening strongly with the exhale now. Take your arms as wide as you can. Inhaling. Exhaling. Lovely. And this time we'll come all the way up. Then we'll turn towards the right. And we'll bring the left hand down towards the right knee. And bring the left hand down either behind you or towards the back of the bolster. Keeping the spine lovely and long, looking over that right shoulder. Imagine the spine lengthening on each inhale. And then softening through the muscles, but keep that length with your exhale. Looking over that right shoulder. The rotations are a really lovely way of releasing tension through the spine. And all the while we're keeping the pelvis very stable and supported, which is important if you are experiencing any pelvic pain through your pregnancy. And then we'll inhale upwards and exhaling. Feel that length through the spine, then bringing the right hand across to the left hand behind you. Feel that long upward sensation through the spine. Gently rotating, turning the head to look over the left shoulder. And then we'll inhale upwards. And now lovely wide circles crossing over the elbows. Loose, wide. Feel all of that space that you can create through this wide movement. Lovely. And then making those circles smaller. The inhale upwards. Exhaling down. And then we'll bring the hands to the heart center. And with the exhale down either to our babies or just down onto our bellies or onto your hips. And then we're just circling round, forwards the inhale, exhaling backwards. Exhaling, softening through the chest. Inhaling, raising up through the spine, just circling into your hips. Lovely. And then we'll take that into the other direction. Keep that lovely feeling of length through the spine. And then coming back to that center point, softening through the hips and the pelvis, long through the spine. Inhaling, sweeping the arms upwards. Exhaling, gently bringing the hands back down through the heart center. Imagine you're drawing in all of the feelings of calm, peace. Inhaling, exhaling. We'll relax the hands now onto the heart center. Closing our eyes. And once again taking the awareness onto the rhythm, the feeling of our breath. Feeling space with your inhale. You might like to bring your hands down either onto your baby or just low down into your lap. Feel the space on your in-breath. And then invite yourself to soften with your exhale. Remembering this invitation to soften through the jaw and the eyes with your exhale. Just being here with your breath. Feeling the space you can create in the body through the postures. And feeling the benefit of this invitation to soften with your exhale. Space and soften. Space and soften. Space. Following the exhale, softening through the jaw. Feeling the benefits of this simple practice when the exhale signals to your nervous system that right now there's no need for adrenaline or the stress hormones. Just follow your breath. Accept the invitation to soften and create a feeling of space, of peace, and a deep sense of well-being within your mind and your body.